Perfect. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Asia session stream. Cannot even speak right now. I hope you guys are doing great. I am doing more than amazing. You guys want to know why? I caught that. I caught that freaking move. Oh my god, guys! I told you. I actually told you guys when we were in the trading floor. I wanted to trade this FOMC. I don't know why. I just felt it. I felt it in my veins. And holy shit! Yes, on select funded accounts, I fucking ate. I made $21,000 in that drop. That shit was fucking crazy. Plus, like I got stopped to like the tick. I'm not gonna be that greedy, you know. I got stopped to the tick, and then dropped another like fucking 1,000 point at this point. But I don't think I've seen like I've never seen a move like such a big capitulation after the FOMC, though. That, in my opinion, has to be one of the craziest moves I've seen from an hourly candle at 3 p.m. I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. I've seen crazier moves, but during the New York AM session when Trump got elected, the 5% up and down within 30 minutes. But here, I don't think I've ever seen such a sharp move without any retracements. The deepest retracement we saw was like a 20% retracement on a 15-minute candle. That is absolutely huge. So I freaking banked on that one. Made 21,000 on it on select accounts. So yeah, definitely very happy. Yeah. But I told you, like, remember what I said? Remember what I said when I was talking about the FOMC? I was like, first 30 minutes are usually like some sort of fake outs. Okay. Look at what happened. Let's replay exactly what I said. I was like, okay, watch how the hourly candle opens. Okay. So here, let's say this hourly candle closes bullish. You can project the fact that the next one is also going to close bullish and wipe out 31. This was my thought process. I was like, okay, we could definitely see a move all the way back here pretty easily. But this is like when the news drop, you don't really have any edge. You know, it's gambling. So then look at what happened. So just follow that hourly candle and remember what I said during the trading floor. So we popped very aggressively, and I said usually you should let the first 30-minute do whatever. They don't even trust the first 30. Just mark out the opening price of that hourly bar. Okay, and two things can truly happen within this range. It is, number one, the first 30-minute was just a manipulation to the upside to trap buyers into thinking that price was going to go to the upside, but then the hourly candle ends up flipping right back down below its opening price and closing bearish, and then the other one will print down. That could be a play. Or you get that first 30-minute pushes up, and then we want to trap sellers. So we push down aggressively, but we hold the hourly candle's opening price, and we pump back up here above 818 here, and then you know that this low is probably protected, and the 3 p.m. so the 2 to 3 p.m. 1 hour candle is going to close bullish. So look at how it distributed here. So you let the first 30 play out. So this is exactly when that 30-minute bar closed. Brand new one opened. We went down, tapped the opening price, so swept that 30-minute low. And here is the exact moment where I judge that the fight will happen. If we can reclaim the open very strong, 20, 30, 40 handles below that opening price, shorts are the play. That was a fake out. If we can't, and we push back up from that hourly candle's opening price and we break, the likelihood of this low being protected and us closing bullish on the hourly is so damn high because of the amount of time that we spent distributing already. Like, timing is very important. If it's freaking 2:45 p.m. and you're above the opening price, that candle is most likely going to close bullish. Look for longs. You know what I mean? So here we pulled back down towards the opening price. we shifted back up and we reclaimed. You see how we are reclaiming that? You wait, you wait, you wait, and on that pop right here, you know that this low is protected. Okay, so then, you know, turning, you could have turned a scalp into a bigger picture play. Let's say entering here with your stop loss being right there. I don't know why I just lagged so much. And then you let that hourly candle distribute exactly like I said. You know it's gonna close bullish. It pushes up, let it get some ground, and then at around the macro time, so like the 50s ish, you can start thinking about taking out profits because it's overextended, and then you leave. So that was a play that I saw. I did not act on it. Reason being, I was filming a video with Joe, which is gonna show up like, I don't know, I think next week or in 2 weeks. And when I was seeing that move, we were during the interview, and I was telling Joey, I'm like, yo, bro, I have the craziest FOMO. This move right here is like 400 points. If we capitulate from that at 3 p.m., it would be the craziest move I've ever seen. And this is exactly what happened. We opened, we swept that hourly high and died. Literally died. So I took a short right here. Okay. I had my stop loss being at 79. And then I wrote it all the way here. And ended up making $4.2 thousand per account times 5. So it was an insane move. Definitely very clean. Definitely saw also that long opportunity coming in, but very hard to catch. There was a lot of opportunities also to catch here, but you know, it is normal to be skeptical about such a big distribution. Like seeing, look at what that daily did. Okay, the daily. This is really why I say it's crazy. It's because the daily candle, and we ended up breaking above that daily opening price. So at that moment, if I take a look at my fractal here, the daily bar was already back above its opening price. This is the daily bar. Okay, look, we opened up lower, and then FOMC made us push, and that candle fluctuated above its opening price. The likelihood that in one singular hour you close below that previous candle's low and close bearish is like something I've never seen. Boom. So yeah, I mean, not a lot to say. Crazy move. I hope some of you guys were able to catch that. If not, it's okay. But basically what I did was I turned a scalp, went break even, and turned that scalp into a huge play. So I was not in that huge. I was not in that many contracts. It was just what it did after. So I started with a 1-to-1 and then ended up running for, you know, a crazy amount. So yeah, definitely very happy. And yeah, pretty much it. How did you guys do today though? I started with a loss. I actually also also lost on the live session on the full port on the eval. It's all good. We're gonna full port another eval today. We don't need it, but still gonna do it. Yeah. The amounts of times, like it's been a long time that I haven't made this much in one singular trade, one singular day. I don't think I made more than this in one singular day, in a singular trade. That has to be my biggest trade ever. I blew my last account on it. It's all good, Brittany. The amount of accounts that you passed because of it. Yeah, we lose some, we win some, we lose some. It was a great day for sure. Definitely a great day. So currently, on this daily chart, that open is weird. Wait, let me see this. Oh, okay. Um, that is a huge retracement on the daily chart and on the monthly. That's pretty much the time to buy on the. What is it? It's a 50% retracement from the previous range in terms of fib, but in terms of percentage, it is a 12 point, so a 13-point drop. That is huge. Wow, if you bought here, you're cooked. Your portfolio is bleeding. I hope you did not buy the top here. But yeah, on the daily chart, if we start top-down analysis, just remember, I look at the daily chart, I look at the hourly chart, I look at the 4-hour chart, the 15-minute chart, exactly like if it was a 1-minute chart. And I look at my candle, I look at the context, I look at what's on my left, and I say to myself, where is my next candle going to close? Is it going to close bullish? Is it going to close bearish? And how far can we go? And is there any easy money trades that I can find within that daily candle or that hourly candle that will let me scalp 30 to 40 handles every single day? So let's say here, we start here, okay? Once I saw this candle closing very strong, very aggressive, breaking lows, at that point, if I was looking at a 1-minute chart, I would never, ever, ever in my life long from the closure of that candle predicting that price would go to the upside. I would never long. I would short. I would only look for shorts until those two lows are being taken out. Okay, which is the principle behind how I find my bias. So any shifts in market structure that is happening here without those two lows being taken out is a fake out for me. I am looking for that shift to get invalidated and see those buyers being squeezed. So here we distribute to the downside. Okay, perfect. It's Friday. Usually I don't use Friday's daily candle in order to project myself on the next daily bar, also because usually there's a lot of news dropped on Friday after the market closes. So then on Monday, so on Sunday morning, what am I talking about? Sunday market open at 6 p.m. Sorry. We either gap up, gap down, and a lot of crazy moves happen when that new week opens. Okay. There could be new week opening gaps, and that is pretty much out of your control in terms of technicals. So usually Friday's candle is not necessarily a candle that I would try to project Monday's on. Okay, so let's say here you wait, perfect. You see bearish candle closing strong, closing bearish. Here again, I would not long this. Sorry, if I was on a 1-minute chart, I would only short this. Why? There is no sorts of confirmations that is telling me that buyers are being aggressive. Okay, here we're breaking lows, rejecting highs. You can see we're rejecting the previous daily high, breaking below the previous daily low. For me, I am seeing the next bar printing to the downside until a daily candle actually fluctuates so aggressively above its opening price that I change bias. Okay, boom, again, bearish bar. Perfect. I had the perfect bias. Again, here I am looking for shorts. I am not looking for longs. This candle closed below the previous daily low. We're rejecting highs, breaking lows. Again, boom. So, and this is basically today's candle. So then we opened up higher very aggressively here. I would want to see price reject from this level 505, potentially create an hourly bar that closes back within the range strong. I would short from this hourly bar back towards this daily low and predict that price has more chances of creating a daily bearish candle than a daily bullish candle. So that's everything that I'm seeing on the daily chart. In terms of what trades I can potentially take within the session, it is going to be up to the hourly and up to how deep we can retrace. So yeah, pretty much everything that I see. Any questions related to anything? Questions, doubts, insults? I'll take everything. Does anyone feel the FOMO of such a big move happening in the PM session after FOMC. Does anyone feel it right now? That's exactly what I was talking about during the pod, not the pod, but the episode with Joey. And that's the thing. When I'm trading select accounts, I'm telling you, I am so freaking greedy. I cannot get that greed out of me because I know the potential of making a shit ton of bread on moves like those on days where I know it's gonna move. Because on FOMC is pretty much the only day of the month where you know for a fact there's gonna be swings of 300 to 400 points on 15 to 30 minute bars. You know it for a fact. So you know that even if you only have access to 1 to 2 mini, you can make a shit ton of bread in one singular day. That's the only day really out of the month that you can expect such a fat move. Of course, the open can do it, but sometimes the open is like fully contracted and fully impossible to trade. You know, so yeah, I mean, nothing you can really do, but yeah, that's definitely those kind of moves. They do create FOMO when you're on such good accounts that you can make so much bread. But it is what it is. I'm telling you, I did not want to catch this move in the first place. This was not my mindset. When I entered the trade, I entered for a quick scalp, knowing that an internal low had a lot of chances of being hit. Protecting myself, I entered one mini. It got below the low, and I saw the aggression below that low. And I decided to wait for that full-on 1 minute bar to close and be like, okay, you know what? I know it can move. I know even if I get stopped out to break even here, I'm not going to be mad because the potential of seeing it die is so damn likely. I know it can move right now. And that was, it's one of those days you know it will move. That's really where a scalp can be turned into a day trade or a longer, have a bigger profit target when you know there's going to be swings. No FOMO, I missed the move, but I'm sticking to my rules. That's good. Amazing. How are you? I'm doing great. Doing great. I was proud to walk away with profits before FOMC and not enter during the news. Good. That's good. That's amazing. What made you so confident on the FOMC play? Like I said, I was not confident. It was just knowing the fact that I am very confident in my ability to scalp. When a certain model appears in front of me and I have the perfect timing and I have a strong closure, and I am very confident that price will go down or up in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, that's usually how I do it. And then I was not more confident today to let it ride. It was just, it showed me so much aggression below my initial take profit that I took it out, really. And I decided to risk it for the biscuit. And it worked. I literally have to buy more accounts because there's too many trades. Brother, the steak too juicy, the lobster too buttery. The steak too juicy, the lobster too buttery. I like that. That is such a tough bar. All right, guys. What the hell is... How do we only have 60 likes? This is a weak-ass like goal right there. Okay, let's get the like... First like goal will be Let's do 250. 250 for the first light goal. I'm gonna be giving away 150k select right from the jump. Don't care. Don't mind, don't care. All right. We're not starting with 50s. We're starting with the big boy counts, 150. All right. So I'm gonna go to the bathroom, coming back in like 30 seconds. The little weed break right there. You guys already know weed break. 15-second weed break. Yeah, they're crazy. All right, we're seeing that's the thing though. It's like today, am I really confident in the Asia session? I don't know. I don't know. Because that market right now is fully driven by news. Fully, like, right now we're fully not back at fair value at all. I will definitely let the 6 p.m. candle do whatever it wants to, and then I will definitely trade the 7 to 8 p.m. one. But currently, I am not trusting anything. So far, for me, I would want to see how we react to the previous daily low. Try to use it as a support level in order to see some downside and potentially go back down below the daily candle's opening price and leave and create a bearish move from that. But as you can see here, we are in a situation where a crazy move occurred within the last hour of the day. So Asia could be a rally back up towards fair value. We'll see. Yeah. So yeah, yesterday we did the AMA. I did not know what the AMA was, but it was basically like some sort of Q&As on Reddit. Okay, I hope you guys were able to ask me any questions that you wanted yesterday. But yeah, I went on Reddit, I received some questions, and I was typing my best responses. Like, you can go back and look at the responses I did. I'm telling you, I was typing with my life. So yeah, if you had any questions, you can type them there. I'll respond too. I don't really mind if we're past that time or that date. But I received questions on how much should I risk on a 50k account? How much? I don't know. I received a question, and it was like, how can I stay confident in my trades? Like, I'm not confident to pull the trigger. And I gave my answer, my honest answer about this. And yeah, some people were asking me, yo, what's your approach on evals compared to funded accounts? And you know, oh, the chat gets closed, is it? Oh shit. Oh, I didn't know that. Then ask me your question here, bro. I tried to say thank you for your response there, but it wasn't possible. What question did you ask? Such a big dent on the mic. Bro, I gotta change this mic. I have another mic, bro. I'm not even using it. I'm so dumb. Your new video is fire. Appreciate you, brother. I took my New York session motion to funnel you guys to that to that YouTube video to get more likes. We might do that on this one too. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking that yesterday. Every time I'm going to bed, this is the moment where I don't know, I have no distraction or I don't have my phone. I just start thinking and I have, sometimes good ideas, sometimes terrible ideas. But I wanted to create some sort of community for Asia, for the people who are trading Asia with me. Somewhere where we can just, I don't know, celebrate after we win or cry after we lose, or, you know, just share trade ideas. And I thought about this. I was like, you know what? This could be cool because Asia is pretty niche. No one's trading that, especially as from 6 to 8:30. So I would guess a lot of the people that are within this stream are usually the same kind of people, you know? So yeah. I was thinking about it. What do you guys think? You guys think it's a good idea, or we should just stay here and I should shut up? I think that's a good idea. Oh shit. I'll just take that one right there. Perfect. You know what I thought about was like, yo, imagine if like, because I already have a community. I already have a Discord. But I was like, imagine if the people from my Discord, we would create a Snapchat group. Imagine. That would be cool. But I was like, is it not the same thing as just being in a Discord in the first place? Hell no to Snapchat. Telegram. Who uses Telegram? Watch your video today. Your ears are not as elfish as the AI thumbnail. Great video, thank you. Bro, let me check. Let me check again. I'm pretty sure the thumbnail is pretty decent. I was happy with the thumbnail, how we came out. Yeah, it's okay. Looks pretty okay to me. I mean, my ears are exactly as big as the picture. I'm telling you. They're literally the same. W rage bait though. We're still using Snapchat. Bro. I had that conversation with someone, I don't know who, a few days ago. And it was like, why are you using Snapchat? Are you a kid? I was like, I don't know. Snapchat is a. I feel like it's a. You know why? You know why I like Snapchat more to speak to someone? It's because you can send random pictures or like where you are. I don't know. It's more interactive than just Instagram. Instagram is like too official. That's what I think. But I get it. I get it that it's definitely something for kiddos. But you get what I mean. If you're, it would be dope though. It's like I would see, okay, I don't know, that guy, okay, that's his face. Okay, he looks like this. Okay. Would have inside jokes inside the group. I'm thinking outside of the box. It's like, okay, Discord, okay, YouTube. But how can we like get closer? And then maybe one day, create an event where we are definitely going to do events with Tradeify, but I got to know who is who on my session. That's the type of guy I am, though. That's a cheater app. Tradeify should have channels. Never thought of that. Should have channels for YouTube hosts. Just like what Vivian has. You can have a personal Discord or so. Yeah. I mean, that could be dope. Having a channel and you gotta rock, like, I don't know, the Asia banner, something like that. I am looking for that next meetup. I don't know when it's gonna be, but I hope there's so many of you guys that end up coming. It is worth. It is 100% worth it. I'm telling you. I went to the New York one exactly a year ago. Exactly a year ago, and I wish we can do more of them. Not just like an event, but like really just we go, like we rent a place and we just go there to chill. It will probably be in Florida, if I had to guess. But I think there's a pretty large amount of users in like Chicago or New York, I would guess. I think. But like New York's like the closest to a lot of that's like it's closer to Canada. It's also not too far from Florida. The West Coast is different. I don't think we would do that in the West Coast. I could be wrong though. Maybe Vegas, but I don't know. EU people, you guys have the London meetup. We had the London meetup, I think. San Francisco, maybe. You're a great trader and Alex always. I come from a DGen group. Blessings in good health to all from Miami. Appreciate you, brother. I'll be coming from Vancouver. Damn, my fellow Canadian. Wait, what? Let me check. I have one that is bugged or what? One. Let me check because it's not appearing in my dashboard. 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's good. Should be good. Not showing up on my dashboard. Okay. Austria. Damn. Even in my group, I was surprised with how many people are from Europe. A lot of people are from Europe. I thought Europe was more CFD side, but it looks like futures are growing there too. Slowly, slowly. I don't know why people are addicted to CFDs there. It's like, if you go to Europe, everyone just trades CFDs and Forex. All right, guys. The first slide goal is 250. We're currently at 185, so make sure to like the stream if you enjoy. We are gonna look for a trade 100%. You guys know, but currently, I would want to let that 6 p.m. candle on the hourly settle in, and tell me if it's just an open high on the daily, or if we truly want more. We truly want to find fair value back within the FOMC move. So look, this is my game plan. If the hourly candle closes, it's gonna close bullish. The likelihood of us flipping in the next 20 minutes is pretty slim. So I would say we're most likely going to stay within this range, okay, or even push a little bit higher. When this one closes, I will wait for the 7 to 8 p.m. candle to close, which is going to give me the story for the 8 to 9 p.m. 1 hour bar. If currently on the daily, I am bearish, I would want to see us distribute to the downside and create a bearish bar from such aggression on the daily chart. I would not look for a bounce yet until we see quite some displacement below the previous daily low and then pump back up. So here, two things that could happen. I'm letting that 6 p.m. candle close, and then 7 p.m. sweeps that high, starts pushing back down, and then I have the daily low intact. I will short from here, use this low as stops to then run lower. That's my first move. Second move I could potentially see is a move back to fair value. So we push up so aggressively again from, so this candle will close 7 to 8 p.m. candle closes strong and bullish, getting more and more ground within the gap. At that point, I will be looking for longs to ride the move back up towards a gap here on the 15-minute chart. This is pretty much what I'm going to do, because here there's no highs on the hourly I could potentially target to the left. Usually that's how I frame it, but in this case we're just gonna wait. So I'm gonna have those candles ready. I don't know why I deleted them. Maybe to not get asked the question of what's the indicator. I always get asked that question. It's dying down a little bit though. I mean, I think most people know that indicator at this time. In Asia and Middle East as well, people mostly trade CFDs. Yeah, definitely. May I have your attention? My big ass up 3K right now. Let's go, brother. I must step away. And I feel the greed overcoming. Yo, lock yourself out. This is exactly what I did also earlier. I was up 4.2 and I was like, oh my God, I could still play with that profit and it wouldn't do anything to my account. I can make 9K right now and I request my max payout. And I was like, how dumb would you be to blow that amount of money that you made right now? Logic said, I thought you were saying people trade Sea of Thieves. That's a nerd ass comment right there. Oh my god. You were referring to the game Sea of Thieves, right? That's a game. I don't know if that's like that's also like a movie or something, but you fucking nerd. Yeah, the game. Okay. I locked myself out after 10:30 a.m. this morning. Best to lock in profits, easy to overtrade. Yeah. That someone asked me the other day, what is the best thing to do to overcome overtrading, over risking, and all the emotions related to entering a trade that you shouldn't be in? I was like, I can tell you anything. I can tell you, be disciplined outside of the chart. You don't need that money to survive. Make sure to have a a life outside of the charts. Make sure to do this. Make sure to do that. I don't know. Even someone could come up. I don't believe in this, but someone could come up with, read, cold shower. Can say whatever. At the end of the day, there will be a moment where those emotions will be so powerful that you will not be yourself at that moment. It is going to be impossible to manage yourself. Okay, and the best thing that you can do is use that lockout button. As crazy as it sounds, as dumb as it sounds, this is the best advice because this is a solution to your problem, and it's not something that is spiritual or like, oh, try to do this that could help you. It's not that it's going to help you. It is for sure going to stop you from doing that, So use your lookout button, and the amount of times I barely use this button, I would say, but the amount of times I got daily loss limit. I hit my daily loss limit on my accounts, okay, my lightning funded accounts, and it saved me from blowing the account and then was able to request a payout is crazy. Not just the lightning funded accounts, but even my other accounts. At the moment you lose a little bit too much or you took decisions that you regret, you're not the same person. And no matter how how disciplined you are outside of the chart, you can't explain that. We as traders know exactly what that emotion is like. It's pure degen, but in order for you to not do those kind of things, lock yourself out. How long did you stay on stream for? I stay on stream until 8:30 p.m. Do you ever apply IB strat to Globex 6 to 7 p.m.? Not really. I don't really trade that in this way, but I'm pretty sure it's a pretty good strategy. I just know that the 6 p.m. candle usually could fake out a lot. It could be an accumulation candle to trap participants to then see the Tokyo Open do all the damage. What about SMT? You don't consider? I do consider SMTs, of course. SMTs, for the people watching in the chat, SMTs is basically just the divergence between ES and NQ. Okay, ES, so you have ES here and NQ here, are what we call correlated assets. They should move exactly the same way. Same highs on the 1 minute chart, same lows on the 1 minute chart, same movement. So let's say here we have this structure on ES. Okay, this is ES. And on NQ we have this. We have a sweep of a low on ES, so a lower low, and on NQ we have a higher low. Okay, this is what we call a divergence between ES and NQ, and if you can call it here, an SMT. Okay, and how I operate usually is that I will not use those SMTs in order to find an entry, because those can happen so often and just create a slight pullback to then continue the trend. Okay, let's say that divergence will create just a higher high, sweep that liquidity, and then dump back down. I don't want to get faked out by so many 1 minute plays, knowing that it could be noise in a lot of the cases. So what I like to do is, let's say I'm in a position on NQ, okay, instead of taking out profits here at this internal low, if I see that ES sweeps that low and not NQ, I will immediately take profits here and I will not be greedy. Okay, so this is a rule that I have for myself. How good is it? It's really depending on the market conditions. Sometimes it will be the reason why you don't lose and the reason why you you did not take an unnecessary loss, and sometimes it will just create a super small resweep and then dump back down. So you see, like, those kind of exit criterias and those kind of conditions that I build, this is a slight portion of the discretion that I have in my trading, which is very slim. But in that sense, I look at what happened within the last 3 weeks, a month, 2 months, and I look at how those SMTs are acting. Are they very strong, aggressive, and most of my losses are due to them? Or are they just resweeps and then I keep winning? So I just need to stay a little bit more patient. If I see that I have too many back-to-back losses because of it, then I'll adapt. But usually this is a rule that I have and then we'll take out. In only some models, there is models where it's not negotiable, especially I would say SMTs between 1020 all the way to 1050. They're probably the strongest of them all during that silver bullet hour. So I do not, I am not, it's not negotiable. If there is a divergence between ES and NQ at a low I was targeting, and I knew had a certain percentage of chances of being taken out, it kills all the edge immediately. So I go either break even or I take out profits. Low-key, the lockout button is like crutches for self-control. At one point, we'll have the strength to not have to lock out and just patience. Yeah, sometimes you do, you do feel okay with just walking away after a loss, not needing to click that button. But it's really when things pile up. It's like, okay, you took a bad decision, not necessarily a bad decision, but you took a trade that you were like, it was already lower probability and I took a loss. You know what? Let me try to make back my money with this trade it's somewhat respecting my model, but not like that. And then you make your money back. And then at that moment, you know you should lock yourself out because you got away with a win when in reality you should have been down on the day. But you know, there's a lot of different scenarios. Being either rewarded for a trade that you shouldn't have won, or losing a trade that you shouldn't have taken. Do you keep track of your trades in a trading journal? Yes, absolutely. I always, on Sundays, now I'm starting to do that a little bit more often, like day-to-day basis, because I post it to my community also. But I look back at all the trades I could have caught on that week. I have 4 plays in my playbook, and I look at those 4 plays. I'm like, which one is distributing the best? Which one doesn't retrace as deep? Which one, gives me the more confidence currently? And then since I have multiple plays in my playbook, I can play around with the metrics of like, oh, you know what? I am splitting the risk between my accounts. You know what? Let me take this setup only for the next month because I'm seeing that within the last 2 months, it's been overperforming. Let me try to cook with that one. And then, I apply a few changes here and there, but usually I like within my 4 plays, I like to select 1 or 2 that will be traded within that month. And no debate. I'm not switching that. And I'm accepting whatever the outcome is. And since I have more models in the back waiting for me, I know that no matter if I get into a loss streak or if times get hard, I am able to lean on something that I have extreme confidence in that will require a little bit more patience, but still will save me from that overthinking of, oh, did I lose my edge? Oh, what happens now? That shiny object. So I'm definitely over prepared in the prop firm world, I would say. I'm liking ES better. It's easier on the heart. Thank you is nasty. Thank you is nasty for sure. I agree. Like NQ for bigger picture plays is nasty. I saw how nasty NQ truly was when I had one singular strategy that I was backtesting for. I was gathering 6 years of data on it. Okay, manual backtest, and on that strategy, I saw how, let's say ES was pushing here. Let's say, okay, we have this as structure. And then ES was here, back in the middle of the range, okay? And then this was ES. And this was NQ. Right there. So then you were like, okay, NQ is about to take out that high. I want to take a long here, just scalp that easy money trade. But then it would use NQ as a tool to fake out. And for some reason, at the moment NQ was back here, ES was also back here, giving the short opportunity. So it's like using NQ as a tool to actually trap so many people. But then for some reason, when the entry was given or when the true break was given to the downside for a short setup, both of them were exactly at the same place. And I was like, shit, that pair is so hard to trade when you hold your trade for more than like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I was like, shit. It's like NQ is the type of pair that will get close to a high and reject all the way back down. You can't really understand exactly what I'm saying if you never truly backtested ES and NQ at the same time and watch them both move. It's really hard to understand. But basically, I was flabbergasted with like how NQ how many fake outs NQ had while ES was just chopping within the range, not necessarily giving that many fake outs. And that led me to take the decision to build a certain model only on ES. Quote of the day, I have more models in the back waiting for me. That's tough. That's tough. I have more models in the back waiting for me. That's the type of shit only a French person would say without actually understanding that he's saying something that it, you know, could sound weird. That's the French awareness. We have literally zero awareness. They're like, oh yeah, what I said was completely normal. But then you're like, oh shit, it had like double, triple, quadruple meaning. GG's. How big is your account? It's 150Ks right now. Like target, it got hit. 250. 250. This is a serious light goal. Let's do 400 for the second light goal. All right, so we're back. Since yesterday there was no stream because of the AMA, then I'm giving straight up 150Ks. With how many lots are you trading? Depending, it really depends. It depends. If it's a trade during the PM session, it could be 5 minis, 4 minis. If it's a trade during the New York AM session, it's going to be 1 mini, you know. For scaling up, do you recommend trading 1 eval at a time? If you really want to have cost control, this is what I call cost control, where you are not blowing through a shit ton of money for those accounts for no reason. The best thing that you can do is pass those evals one by one. One by one. Because if you copy trade 5 evals at the same time, then you really have to take them slow. You can't take them aggressively and, you know, pray that you'll have a 40% pass rate or a 35% pass rate. It's hard. Like, the money could rack up very fast if you copy trade 5 evals at the same time. That's genuine advice, I'm telling you. You don't want to go down like that. Just buy 5. Okay, the play is buy 5, so you get that 5% discount. That 5% discount, if you think about it, saves you money. If you're not buying 5, you're tweaking. If you were gonna buy 5, but you're not buying 5, and you wait for you to blow 4 accounts before buying the 5th, you know, that's dumb. How I would do is I would buy 5. Get that 5% extra off, okay, for the bundle. Then treat them one by one. Boom, boom, boom. Base hit, base hit, base hit. Low-key copy trading 5 evals is fire. It is until you blow 4 sets, and then it's like if you copy trade 5 evals, the worst possible outcome is you blow 5 evals. If you copy trade them. If you don't copy trade 5 evals and you truly have a good strategy, the worst possible outcome is you being able to pass 2. You know how it's better? It's, yes, of course it's more time consuming. Of course it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but for me, it's an easy debate. Like, I would never copy trade 5 evals. That's literally the dumbest shit. Even like my select accounts that I have, one by one. And I decimated some accounts, but I think I had like a 70% pass rate. That was good. Like, I had a good run. Have you backed your strategy on gold? I did. It's not necessarily the same, man. Gold is an asset, I would say, that is way harder to scalp. If I had to trade gold, I would trade high risk sword because it is an asset that has price discovery. Price is not stuck in a daily range like this for weeks, like NQ, or for potentially years. You see, like those big moments where price is just stuck within a range. Those don't really give you any opportunities for high risk to work because you need to be so pinpoint perfect on your entry to actually catch this move in an intraday setting. Where if I take a look at gold, I would say like it gives more opportunities for price discovery on the daily chart. Like once it starts moving for real. Of course, it looks like it's moving like that, but it's like one of the most insane runs we've seen in the history of NQ. So that's not really representative of the the daily action in a lot of months. We have those months on NQ where it's just in contraction mode. It's not moving. I was trading gold, I would literally trade support and resistance. That's what I would do actually. What's our current win-loss count for the Asia session? Currently 16-5. Still did not take any trades from that last win. So 16 wins, 5 losses within the last 21 trades taken here, all documented, all taken live. And a lot of those trades ended up being 3, 4, 5K trade. I don't think, no. The biggest was 3.6 that I made. Or slightly above. Yeah, 3.6 I think was the biggest. But there was plays where I ended up making like 1.8 or like 1.5, but that were 100-point bangers. Both times where Rohi was here, we caught more than 70 points on both trades. In terms of points made, it's the 16 wins is like there is hella points in there. Yo, Moss, why do you look like a recovered drug addict in that picture? No offense. Bro, you know why? It was a photo shoot. It was a photo shoot to like have a lot of pictures for thumbnails and, since I was gonna create more content. And also they just needed us to have more professional pictures. Tradeify, basically. So then they were like, yo, like we need them now, because I was like, I don't know why, but I did not send them at the time. They wanted me to send them, or I don't know, but basically I needed them very like in a short span of time. And I called one of my buddies that I know can do that, and he was like, yo, if you want those on Friday, the only moment we can do it is at 7 a.m. on like a Tuesday. And I was like, 7 a.m. I was like, oh my god, I had to be there at 7. So then, you know what happens. as someone who sleeps every single day at 2 a.m. or like at 1:30 a.m., that was rough, you know. So that is my explanation for looking like a drug addict. Let me check more comments here. Also, what do you think is the best strategy? Have multiple accounts and making withdrawals, or accumulating funds in a single account and withdrawing a substantial amount? You know, like statistically, I ran the stats. Statistically, the best thing to do to have the lowest amount of variance is to not copy trade. Is to take those accounts one by one. But can you really have the discipline to trade them one by one and have 5 on the side? Basically, statistically, if we're talking statistically speaking, from pure math behind all of this, the best way to do it, I'm telling you, the lowest variance is to not copy trade. It kills, like, the worst possible outcome would be to blow those 5 accounts, and it is way too close to you because you're a human. You can tilt. Statistically, the best thing to do is taking one account by one account and sizing up heavy on them. That's what I saw from stats behind those accounts. And what you can say is, okay, those accounts are so cheap that really what I'm risking from that account is what I paid for to have it in the first place. So it's exactly like I was taking a trade of $97 on a live account. And if I decimate that account, then I lost $100. Knowing that the return on investment could be 17x to maybe 30x on that, you know. Truly, if you want the math, like true math behind it, variance, statistics, taking them one by one is by far the easiest way to never be down on this overall business model. Run anything that you want, you'll have the same exact conclusion as I did. And I'm telling you, but you're gonna make less. You are gonna make less, but the variance, meaning the worst possible outcome, is far less likely to apply to you. Why do you copy trade accounts? Because I'm a DJ. No, I'm sure. No, I do split my risk, but at a certain point, you got to understand what I do. I don't mind copy trading because my approach lets me copy trade. Really, that's really the point. In a perspective where you are a beginner, the thing that I just said is great information. Basically, not a lot of people have a big buffer built already from trading, and it's a business. It's either you're reinvesting money from your own pocket, or letting all the money in the business and never taking, you know, that money to buy yourself something, and you're only buying new accounts with it, you know. Did you guys know this? Statistically speaking, the best way to make money, or like to make sure that you're positive overall, is to treat them one by one. Keyword of the day, statistically. Yeah, I think I've said that like 55 times. Okay, let's reach the second like goal, chat. At 400 likes, like Haroonies, we are gonna do a 150k select account giveaway. So let's do it. Let go. I have 5 accounts, perhaps best to take base hits to a specific target amount and move to the next after hitting it. Like there's mainly two there's mainly two ways you can do it. You can go about it. It's either you have 5 accounts, but you accept the fact that you do not want to be over risked. And if you do not want to be over risked, then making money, making let's say 3k out of a 2k drawdown is not an easy task. I don't know who put that into some of your heads, but it is hard. It is what we call 150% return in terms of percentage. So if you are copy trading 5 accounts, the mindset that you should have is slow, steady, and I am making sure that those 5 accounts, they satisfy me at the end. The amount of money that I'm going to receive from being so patient and respecting my rules is going to be enough for me. Good. If you know you're not that guy, you know you don't like to be slow, you're not steady at all, you're a degen, not that you're a degen, but you know you are that aggressive person. Okay, you know that. Okay, you look at the chart and you're like, impossible for me to, you know, wait a month and a half, 2 months to request a payout. If you know you're not that guy, then the I'm passing 5 accounts and I take them one by one, like this, boom, 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 and then I'm risking quite heavy so I can build the buffer and then do the flip days. Is probably your best bet, but you still got to know how to pass those accounts in the first place, you know, because it can. But the information I just give is the right one, statistically the right one. Did you get that indicator? It is called ICT HTF candles by Foddy, right there. Thanks, Amos. You mentioned on the podcast that you view this as a business. Could you explain that a bit better? Yes, for sure. When I say that I view trading as a business, or I view prop firm trading as a business, it means that I was able to understand that I need to have a good relationship with blowing accounts, knowing that I'm over risked on every single trade that I take. Bar. Knowing that I'm over risk on every single trade, but the account is worth nothing. Okay. One thing that I'm trying to beat is the opportunity cost, the cost of me not being funded and being on the road to get the payout. Let me write it down because a lot of you guys are not gonna be able to follow me. But basically, when I say you should treat it as a business, I'll run you some examples. Okay, so for me, treating it as a business is seeing the cost of those evaluations as a way to make money. Okay, so it's exactly like if you had, let's say, a pizza store and you were paying the ingredients to then sell the pizza. You can't view that as, damn, that's costs. It's like, that's investment. that's what you're gonna take in order to sell. That's the same thing for us as traders. You need to see those evaluations as a tool for you to make more money, not as a cost. Okay, not necessarily as a cost, but like as a waste of money. Okay, so how do I treat those evals? There's something called a pass rate. Okay, so you want to treat those evals, for me, okay, once you have a buffer, once you made some money, you want to treat those evals aggressively, but never being too aggressive to a point where your pass rate is below 35%. Okay, because your margins are going to slim out. So for every account that you buy, you need to subtract the amount of money that you spent to acquire that account. Okay, when you receive that payout, let's say you receive a payout and I don't know, it took you 5 tries to pass one account, and then you requested a payout of X amount, then that's your net profit. Basically, that's exactly how I see everything in the first place. So for me, I have a set amount of evals I know that I cannot go past, because if I go past that, I will go crazy and I will start doing some dumb shit the month after, because I will carry the emotions of those blown evals into the next month, which is going to be an absolute shit show. Okay, it happened to me. I hope it's not going to happen, I don't know, blowing 50 evals in 1 month, but it definitely did happen to me. Teach me some lesson and teach me why I should view it that way, basically. So let's say for me, I can't buy more than, I would say, let's say 20 evals in a month. Okay. Then in those 20 evals, I have something called the pass rate. I would want to remain into that 35% pass rate, meaning that I want to pass at least a little bit more of the third of the accounts that I bought, okay, in the first place. So how would I do it? I treat it as a business. I know that the lowest variance possible is taking them one by one. Okay, so let's say I'm not going to buy 20 evals. This is my max. Okay, so then how I would do is I would buy, let's say I would buy 5 select. Make sure to have the bundle, because this also gives you an edge of that minus 5% within that total. And then what you're doing is you're taking them one by one. One here, one here, one here, one here. And then what's going to happen is that some of them within the first set, those three, usually those three will be blown. And okay, those 2 are funded. Perfect. How I view those, okay, I don't view those as, oh my god, failure, I'm such a shit trader, I was not able to pass them. I don't care. These are costs, and I want to trade aggressively because time is ticking. I could be on a winning streak, and I could be losing way more money than what I invested in the first place to acquire those accounts. So then I go to another set, boom, another 5, okay, and then I do boom, 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 boom. And then, okay, this time I was good. I was able to fund it, and then below the last 2. Perfect. So then I calculate, okay, was I able to pass 5 accounts in that many tries? If I am above a 35%, I know I have good margins, basically, which is your net profit after the split. Okay, because those prop firms, basically, they take out it could be 10% split or 20% split, but there is first the percentage of split, second the cost of these evals in the first place, even the ones that you blew and are not funded, and even the ones that are funded, and then you need to convert. Okay, but you see, basically how I view those kind of things is I have costs. I know I cannot go past this amount. I know I should trade a certain way. Another part of the business plan or the business approach overall is I need to buy those accounts. Okay, there's 3 accounts that you can buy. Okay, select, growth, and lightning funded. And as a businessman, you need to know which account that is the most beneficial for your style and for who you are, okay, and for your trading strategy, okay. So these are just things that you will understand when you have a lot of data on your strategy and you're like, okay, it's actually not even worth for me to spend so much time passing an eval. I need to do this instead. Or it's not worth for me to buy lightning funded accounts because I'm passing those evals anyways, and at the end, even if I spend 15, I'll spend less. So it really gets deeper than just, okay, I'm buying a funded and I'm passing it, and so I treat it as a business. Someone's calling. I hope I answered your question, but is having a plan on which accounts to buy and why, how many accounts that you can purchase in a month without going crazy. The approach that you're trading your accounts and the risk that you're trading your accounts is also very important and should be very adapted to your trading strategy. When I say I'm trading a certain way, it's because it is a certain way that applies to this world called prop firms. It is what I call a prop firm focused strategy. Something that I know, okay, these are the rules of the prop. Okay, this is how much I have to invest for those accounts, and if I need to invest more, I can't. Then you should have a certain approach related to that. Why do you have headsets? Are you listening to music? No, there's a producer in the background, so if he needs something or if I need something, I need to hear. A lot of the hosts don't have headphones or headsets, but I like I like it because I'm more locked in, I would say. That was really useful. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little bit deeper because you need to know that for your approach, statistically, there is an account type that you should buy that would give you the most amount of profits possible. Okay, that would be like, I would say, like there is an account type, an account size, a way of trading it, a way of splitting the risk between those accounts. Like there is, I cannot find the word, but there is a perfect kind of plan for you if you dig deep enough. You know what I mean? What's your approach on evals? Do you take it slow? I full port. Usually I go very aggressive because why do I go aggressive? How do I view it? Exactly, like I said, I view it as a business. So when I say I view it as a business, let's say an account costs me $100. Me as a business owner, which is I'm running those accounts, I want to get paid. I don't view that $100 as money wasted. Okay. How I view those accounts is, okay, I have $100, and if I pass that account, I could request a $1,500 payout if I reach the profit target. Okay, and what I say to my mind is, okay, if I was to trade that evaluation like an absolute monk, okay, you are respecting your plan, you have the lightest risk as possible, this, and that, and it would take you 1 month to pass it. Okay, nice, you passed that account. But in my mind, it doesn't sound right because what if I was trading a funded account. Damn. What if I was trading a funded account and I was able to request, I would have reached the same exact profit target, but just on a different account. Okay, then what's the approach now? So basically, what I'm saying to myself is, I am not losing $100. If I'm not passing that eval in the next 3 days, I'm gonna miss out on 1,500. And then you multiply that by 5 if you're copy trading 5 accounts. So for me, the opportunity cost of not trading a funded account is bigger than the money that I spend to acquire that account in the first place, which is $100. So I don't mind blowing that $100 3 times. Like I said, I want to have a pass rate of 35% to 40%. So even if I blow that account 3 times, I'm down $300. Okay, and then on the 4th attempt, okay, I am able to pass it. Okay, I am literally down $400. If I am able to request one singular payout, I am up 1,100 on the business model. That's a business. That's how I view things. That's why I go so aggressively on my evals, because if you don't go aggressively, knowing how cheap those accounts are, then you think that you're saving money, but in reality, you're actually costing yourself money because you are not being aggressive, which is the main thing that you need to do in order to maximize the amount of profits that you have within the space. You know what I mean? It's very, like, it gets deeper. It's very deep. And like, yeah, like an optimum, exactly, like an optimum. There is an optimum for your style and for who you are. I don't know, I blew 18 evals once trying to pass 2. It happens. Definitely did happen to me. That's really where the stats are starting to be like, okay, shit, even if I request the payout, I'm going to be BE, but you know, you got to take it as a normal loss. That's really where you lose. That's where, for me, when I'm going to be like, okay, I was not profitable this month, is really where, even if I was going to request a payout, I would still be down because of my eval costs. And that is usually what I'm not trying to do. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, facts. It's not even 1,100. The only problem with your approach is you never learn how to keep your funded account when you pass one. That's the thing. You should already be able to do that when you take the risk of buying those accounts. If not, you're losing your bread. You're literally giving money to charity. If you're not over prepared and you think, oh, you know what? You know, in a world, I'm gonna be able to request 5 payouts on this account. It's not gonna happen. Like, don't be delusional. That's why I preach backtesting so much. It's like you need to be over prepared. So then everything that I said in terms of business approach can apply to you. If not, it's gonna be, you're gonna be down because you're not gonna be able to convert that into a payout. It's basically full you know, a waste of time. Honestly, that's not good advice for traders that are starting out and are tight on money. Yeah, definitely not. It's definitely not. I'm talking about a way where you have money, like you want to maximize your amount of profits. If you don't have a lot of money to invest in the first place in this business, then keeping it very, like I've said that if you've been in my Asia session for a long time, I always say, I treat those evals aggressively. If you don't have the money to rebuy those evals, that $100 is worth more in your eyes, should be worth more in your eyes than the opportunity cost of 1,500. Because if you can't rebuy it, then you're back at zero, so you can't do shit. That makes sense. That's just the deep down. That's just the deep down like statistics behind props in general. If you've been in the space for a long time, you should know all this. Or it's like, even if you did not think about it, you're like, yeah, for sure, like that definitely makes sense. But like I said, the reason why it's hard is because you need to find your approach that fits you, that fits your style, and how much money that you can invest. Because everyone's different, everyone has different responsibilities. You know, not everyone can invest, you know, more than 300, 400, 500 on this business model. You can't. There's some people can't, and it's okay, for sure. But then if you can't invest more than this, don't think about going aggressive then, or don't think about requesting a 50K payout in one payout. It won't happen. The less you're willing to invest, the less you're probably gonna make. I'm gonna look for a trade here within the next few minutes, actually. First hourly bar closed bullish and strong. So here, a lot of things can happen within the next 30 minutes. So we could see an hourly bar sweeping the high and closing back bearish within the range. That would give us a potential opportunity to scalp a gap below us. So that would be good, depending on how far we go. Is it going to happen? We would need a pretty aggressive down move within the next 30-minute bar. So I would say if this hourly bar ends up closing very strong and bullish within this range, I will predict that the likelihood of us seeing another hourly bullish candle from that closure is going to be pretty high. So I will locate myself as a buyer within the 8 to 9 p.m. Time. That's pretty much what I'm going to do. So let's see if we can close strong or if we're going to be weak. But yeah. Tell me about gold. Why does everyone like gold here? How many people only trade gold here? Morning. Where are you from? What's up, bro? Let's take a look at gold. I want to see what the moves are. Eh. Look, what am I supposed to do with that chart right here? Like, what do you want me to analyze? We gapped up 53 bucks. daily chart, you know, not much to say here. That is a pretty big accumulation phase on gold. Wow. Compared to what we saw. Yeah, I mean, currently on gold, after such a big gap up like this, if you have a candle that sweeps this high, closes back bearish and is very aggressive, you know, try to scalp the move back down towards that unfilled, I would say like that void, that gap here is going to be pretty good. If not, I would say once this candle will close and it's very strong and aggressive and bullish, then 171 should be the target. So maybe trying to fade a bearish shift to then bring it back up. That's the only thing I see, but does that really apply to gold with how it's moving? I don't know. It's hard. Oh, okay, it's contract roll. Wait. Do I have the okay, that's gold futures. Oh, I thought it was CFDs. Usually I look at the CFD chart. Ah. Why is this so different? It's usually not so different. I never truly liked gold or had any interest in gold. Tell Tradeify to make an app. I'll tell them. I think they know now. Moss, do you think since this daily candle has no bottom wick, at some point we're gonna print lower? Number one, absolutely. Yes, I do. But usually it's not a good sign. It's usually not a good sign. It's usually not a good sign, I'm telling you. So I would need to see like some very aggressive structure on the 1 hour for me to be like, okay, this high's protected and we're gonna see that daily open. Usually when we see such a strong push, like we did not even pop the previous day low. It's literally perfect open. Like this is crazy. So we'll see. For me, I'm leaning more bullish than bearish currently. I would say there's more chances of feeling deeper within this gap because of how that move of the last move of the day. There was a 911 point drop in one singular hour. Not every day that you're gonna see this, but yeah. Yeah. What's up? What's up? How many likes do we have currently? 360. Okay, 40 more likes, and we're doing 150K select account. So I owe you guys 1 currently. So we need 40 more likes, and I'll owe you guys 2. And then it's gonna get easier from there. Usually it always gets easier from there. Yeah, that drop. I would say here, this is the moment where I was like, okay, if it keeps dropping from here, we're seeing something that is going to be historical. I was really looking at the daily open. I was like, there is no way we truly flip below this daily open. And we close below the lunch low here to close bearish on the daily. Because we were all the way here. We were trading here. Right there, 179. No. Okay, not okay. It would have been crazy if it was 179, but still 112. So let's see. I want to see if we can close strong within this gap, not seeing any sorts of confirmations that sellers stepped in. If I am going to short, I need this candle to close back within the range of the previous one, letting a gap below us. And at that moment, I would predict that there's more chances of us seeing a bearish hourly bar print from the previous closure than seeing a bullish hourly bar without tapping this gap. So gonna stay patient. Gonna definitely look for a trade within the next few minutes, but don't want to force anything. My brothers want to stay cool, calm, collected. Any questions? If you guys have any questions, make sure to type them in the chat. You know, I don't like to get that serious. We got serious with that business approach and business plan, and you know, I like to respond to those kind of questions, but not every it's not advice that I give. It's never advice. It's always like, okay, I am referring to my own approach, and I know some people are gonna take it as, damn, I can't do that, so like, shut up, which I understand, but you know, it's still good to know a little bit more about, I think, other people's approach, and getting to know a little bit more about the business in general. Yeah, I'm ready for your question, Mexican. Come on. Will we see the glasses tonight? If I win, maybe. Yeah. Would Lord Amasington date Miss Nav? Who's that Miss Nav? But bro, I saw Amasington yesterday on the AMA. I was like, Mexican. Did you see? It was helpful. I just wasted a month then Bluely funded. Blessings, young blood. What's up, Michael? How you doing? Who did you learn to trade from? Few people on YouTube that teach like regular concepts, and then I would say a lot of the things that I was able to apply to my strategy were self-teaching a lot, because I have such a different approach. Is it like, you're never, give me another YouTuber that trades like a 1-to-1 risk to reward and just preaches it with his life. You're not gonna see any. You know, that's really why you can say, okay, maybe he actually went his own way, because 1-to-1 is, you're not gonna see that too often. How did your Reddit AMA go? It was good. It was good. It was like what, like 30, 35 questions, bro. It took me like an hour to respond to all of them. I don't know if I needed to give that many details when I responded, but I don't mind. So it's really gonna start moving at 750. So at 750, I'm gonna look for a trade. Did you ever have a break from trading like a month or so after a losing streak? I did. I definitely did. Definitely did. 100%. Breaks are not bad. Like I do break sometimes of like, okay, I'm not gonna trade any fundeds. I'm such in a bad headspace. I literally wanna freaking punch my screen. You know what? Let me trade evals. But for sure. If you see that you're not in the right headspace, it's just better to not trade. How many trades do you take a day maximum? Usually two. Are you gonna be there for game night? Is there a game night tonight? Tony, I don't know if there's a game night. No, I won't be there. I told the guys, I was like, look, I trade Asia. I don't eat the whole day. So for me to sacrifice my time of eating and eating literally in front of the stream, the only game I could potentially play is either Rainbow Six Siege or Fortnite. They know. They know now. And I also pressed them this week. I was like, yo, Dan, let's grind tonight. I literally random day. It was like Monday night. I was like, yo, let's grind. Let's put your account to level 50 so we can do the cups, siege cups. I also have a personal trading account. We're all proffers. I don't have any personal trading account. I only trade props. Yeah, it was definitely different to type them. This is a long Amos. What do you think? Absolutely. This is absolutely a long for me. This is gonna be a clean long for me. Just want to see APM open and freaking rip. Rip. Crazy rip. I'm going to hit this on as a break in October to dopamine detox. But I need that shit also, bro. Yo, today, since I traded FOMC, oh my god, I did not leave my room. I did not leave my room. It's crazy. The whole day. Literally the whole day. Dude, how can you not eat all day? You can get up 9 a.m. and have good breakfast, or unless you sleep until noon. This is just me, man. This is me. Because I'm such a bro. I eat like an absolute freaking. There's no words for how I eat or how much I eat. You would never think I would eat that much food in one setting with my build. We'd be like impossible. It's literally impossible, but I do. But I mean, the real reason why I don't eat is really because I don't really move throughout the day like that. Yes, I go to the gym, but like within the last few, I would say months, especially starting Asia, like it is hard to put in 10,000 steps in a day. It's pretty much impossible in some days, like days where I have meetings and I have a YouTube video to drop, or I have like content to edit, you know. I'm saying to myself, it's like it's not like it's hard for me. It's good. It's okay. It's my decision. Also, you know, no one's forcing me to do that. It works out pretty well. I just drink coffee, drink water, and move on. But I know, like, it could definitely sound like shit. Why do you do that to yourself? What's your favorite food since you eat out a lot? Bro, my death row meal is steak, ribeye steak. Okay, that ribeye is the best. Ribeye, fries, mac and cheese, lobster mac and cheese, and spinach. Well, like, what is it called? Like the spinach with creamy spinach, I think it's called. But like, you know, the default like meal you'll have in a steakhouse, in a good steakhouse. That's my number one. Like, this is like my favorite type of food. Some people are like, what the hell is what they get what the hell is that guy on? Yeah, I'm one meal a day. Okay, so currently you see like how this upwick is getting bigger and bigger. This candle is not big at all. This candle is only 104 handles when the previous one was probably 200. Oh my god, yeah. The previous one was 300 handles. And now this one is, you know, very, very slim compared to the previous one. So we could see a candle, it's really depending, but here, what I'm seeing is this high is very important. If we bounce from this high and close strong, I'm bullish. If we flip below that low and start flipping back below the open, we'll have a gap. So it's an easy short. So depending on what's happening, who's in control within the next few minutes, it will dictate how I'm viewing the open to be. So let's see. Let's see. Gonna go down? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't trust anything currently. Let's wait. I'm gonna be like, if it closes strong, I'm pretty confident in that play. I won't lie. Kind of excited for that play too. Like, give us a trade. Let me be 17-5. You going live with Johnny on Friday? Yeah. I'm gonna go live with Johnny. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, my bro? Collab coming very soon. Me and Tyler trades very soon. You'll see that AM session with Tyler. I've been trying to convert Tyler to a one-to-one risk to reward trader, but I don't know. He can't. Right? I'm seeing your videos of you being stopped out to break even. I'm like, how is he not tired of being stopped out to break even when you took the perfect entry? I would have been so mad. I think one thing that triggers me more than a loss is unrealized profits. But shout out to you, bro. No background music? Is there no? No, there is. There is. I'm gonna try a long year. Yay. That range could bounce. That 5 already opened. We'll see. I'm willing to add on that one. I'm porting that eval. That's for sure. That eval is either passed or decimated. Pick me up, Brev. Eh? Don't do that to me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Ay, ay, ay. Doesn't want to pick me up. I'll try this one. I'll try this entry. Let's see if we can get picked on the inverse. Yeah, I'm in. Okay, those next two bars cannot be weak. If they're weak, I am gonna be pissed. We need to hold that 5. We need to hold that 5. I need to hold this 35 level. Come on. Okay. What a poo-poo close. What a poo-poo close. Okay, 8 p.m. is gonna open. If it opens up lower, I'm adding. That's good. That's very good. I'm gonna add more here. Gonna try to cover most of that range here. We do get it. I don't know if we're gonna get it, but I'm not willing to enter full size here. Way too aggressive for me. There's gonna be a bigger picture play. I'm going for okay, so I'm in here too. All right, let's see. Now is the real moment. Are we gonna get cooked or not? That's a strong open. Oh my god. That is not what I wanted. Oh my god. That is so strong. That is so strong, bro. I can't see that 5-minute bar closing bearish. If it closes bearish, we're so fucked. This is the exact moment where I want to see it bounce. If it doesn't bounce from here, we're cooked. Oh god. But this is the exact same play we take every single time here. Every single time. Nah, I'm not buying another combo. I'm not buying it. Bro, if it doesn't survive this block, bro, I'm out. Oh god. Stop trying to convince me to be in debt. Bro, chill. Come on, push, bruv. Good vibes only here, chat. Good vibes. Come on. Bring the good vibes up. We need that next bar to be bullish. Pulled back into the gap. It's either we're cooked or not. Ah, we're cooked. Ay, ay, ay. Nah, retrace is so deep. Nah, if it goes down below 448, the trade is invalid. We get back above 520, we got this, chat. Oh god. We just can't see that 5-minute bar open lower. If that 5-minute, look, that 5-minute is gonna give us the ass whooping or not. Oh, open high, Briv. Ay, 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 ay. Once we get past 540, if we do, stop loss is gonna be here, 72, and I'll explain why. Yep, exactly what I want to see. Come on, close strong. Don't wick. What is happening in this? Just close. Come on, new one, open. Break even, chat, break even. We're gonna take off one here, on God. We're out one. Get out! Come on, boy! Boy! Let's go! I told you! My brain big as hell! You know what, fuck it. Oh my God. Told you, bro. Oh my God, bro. I saw a comment, don't believe this fool. On God, you're getting banned for 86k minutes. Get the fuck out of here, boy. Someone find me his name right now. Ain't no haters in this session. Get out. Get out. Come on, come on. We need that 5-minute bar to print bullish. Don't pull back on us, bro. It's all right. Oh my days. Yo, Tony, update the thing. 17. 17.5. WDCA, bro. That's a WDCA, bro. And that if that 5 closes bullish, bro, it's gonna be a rippy, but I just said don't mind, actually. Just fuck it. But yeah. W trade. W fucking trade. Can we get some W's in the chat? That was definitely stressful. We did have price opening up lower on the daily chart. You already know we're cooking. We're always cooking here in this session. 17 and 5. Last 22 trades taken here live. We won 17, lost 5. So what can you say? So yeah, I mean, stop loss until it gets hit. The trade is still alive, and there's a big reason why I have such a wide stop. It's because we don't know when it's gonna bounce. But if we know the likelihood of us breaking a high, then this is enough. Okay, if my stop loss covers most of this range, and I know buyers could stand up within a 20 to 30 point mark, okay, which here was a 50 point mark. That could have been bad. I'm good, you know. So GG's. Come on, bro. Those 8 p.m. opens, bro, they are the best to trade, bro. We've been doing crazy on those 8 p.m. opens. If it was a swing trade, now what I would do basically is I would let it ride all the way back up to 709. Is it gonna do it? Like that candle is half of the size of the previous one. Like basically my thought process is the likelihood of us closing bullish on the next print is higher than us reversing. So like any shifts in market structure currently are going to be used as fake outs to trap sellers into thinking that price is going to reverse, where it could, but you got to choose a side, you know, when you're trading. So GG's. Come on. Okay, how many likes do we have currently? You're him, boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on, boy is my word. It's literally my word. Come on, boy. At this point, bro. I didn't know where your stop loss was. I kept lowering mine. Yeah. You just trust the longs. How long do you think it would take for a beginner to learn your model? 2 weeks. Discord name Johnny. I got you, Johnny. I'll respond to you. No worries. Definitely, brother. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Learning is very different from executing for sure. The only thing that will truly give you like true confidence is backtesting. Not even like winning trades in real time, because there will be a point where you will have a losing streak, you know, a break even streak, and then you will again put all your process and second guess it, sorry, and doubt it. I was looking at something. I saw the word doubt. Okay. How many legs do we have currently? We have 517. Okay, so I owe you guys 3 accounts. So, okay. Let's do, since we're 900 people watching, I just banged a trade right there on stream. But let's do 700 likes for the last. And then I'll owe you guys 450k select accounts. Where are you going to see a stream where in a span of 2 hours, we're giving away 450k select accounts, and within the last 22 trades, we won 17. Oh no. Yo, Mexican. You have a set schedule, yes, every single day here from 6 to 8:30 p.m. I mean, the first entry, looking back at it, bro, it just put me, that first entry just put me in such a terrible position, bro. I should have waited, but the ad got me there for sure. I knew I needed to add. Yeah, keep hitting the like button until we get to 700. We're currently at 582. Appreciate every single one of you who are showing love, are being active in the chat. This chat is so active, I'm telling you. I've been in quite some streams, and you guys are just killing it. You guys are freaking goats. You want to do one-on-one? Well, you wanna beef with me, bro? You little chicken. I got hands, bro. Watch out, cut. Yo, who's that guy who's saying cut on the stream? Yo, cut. Every time he asks me a question, he's like, yo, can you give me this, cut? Are you streaming on your channel tomorrow? No. I'm streaming on my channel on Friday. Yeah. AB. Yeah, that's AB. No, it's not. It's definitely not. What are you talking about? In person, little chicken. All right, bet. Whenever you want. How was the Reddit stream? It was good. Definitely good. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. We currently have 600 likes. I will wash my hands for the first time here. So if after I'm back, there's not 700 likes, I'm rugging the giveaway, the whole giveaway. So make sure to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and at 700 likes, I'm doing a 450k select account giveaway. So I'm back. How many likes? 649. That's not bad. 50 likes for one bathroom break. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. Shortest piss ever. All right, brother. Bro's trying to go piss for piss against me. Like there, you see that. That's the thing. That's the thing, bro. There's competition in everything. These guys nowadays, they will not let you live. You go pee, it's a short piss. Oh, we didn't hear any background noise. This, like every time. There's always something. Doesn't take long when it's small. All right, brother. Rob Tex. You got me on that one. That's a good one. I'll give that to you. Boss, your chart is more active because you pull in the girls, bro. That's cap. That's so cap. My audience are like full grown men. Most of them. I see by the comments. I see by the aggression of the chat, like how toxic it is sometimes. I'm like, okay, I bet. That's for sure. Aren't all men here? I know. I'm trolling. I know. There's definitely quite some sistas here. I know. I see your name, but I couldn't tell if your name was Balanced Growth Confidence. You won an account, no? I remember your name. You see, I have a good memory. Balanced Growth Confidence. I'm pretty sure you won an account. If yes, I hope you received it already. Because don't like the short into the daily wick. It would be a prediction. I would try to short back down towards the daily wick using a scalp and then turning it into a day trade. So let's say here, what do we have below us? And how are we going to react from that high in that gap? If we do close bearish on that print and we have an unfilled gap below us, then this gap becomes an easy money trade. So you short back towards this gap and then you go BE. And if price wants to leave from there, then you're going to have the play with your stop loss, trying to have your stop loss above that high, predicting that it's a protected high on the hourly based on a daily bias. But it's very hard to predict the exact time price will create a 400-point move to the downside, you know, because I see this move happening, but is it going to be during London session? Is it going to be during New York session? We don't know. We never know when price is going to distribute. The only thing you can do is manage your position within that distribution when you have cues of buyers or sellers being very aggressive, you know? So how many likes? 687. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Just quite. We need a few more. Okay, 13 more and I'm doing the giveaway, okay? You're right to teach structure, but you can't teach structure. You have to watch the market and learn structure. Damn, that is so fucking true. Oh my god. But that is the most accurate statement I've seen in a while. You actually can't teach structure because you don't even see it until you truly take the time to see it, to like see those candles fluctuate and close. I got you. I got you. No worries. It's a blessing to be here too. This is why prop trading is good. Amos doesn't care. Not his money. Yeah, absolutely. That's why I DCA into trades. I would not be DCAing so aggressively if it wasn't because I had an account that gave me 17x my initial investment. But I trade that way. I built my models off of those metrics too. So it's hard to say. It's hard to say that I'm acting that way because of props. Because I truly started to trade because of props. I wouldn't be trading if it wasn't for props. If you're just starting out, that's pretty much your only solution to go from 0 to 100K. With your own live account, good luck. You're probably gonna be down 50 before you get to 100K. So, all right. We reached 700 likes. Appreciate you guys for the love, for the support. So now, let's do it. Let's rip it. Come on. Okay. First word. Okay, that is one of the first words we talked about. You guys are never ever okay. Give me the words you guys think will be on this giveaway, but I'm pretty damn sure you guys will not be able to get it. Okay, the first word. I'll let you guys some time, but no. First word is piss. No, the first word is Snapchat. Damn, that was tough. You needed to be there. If you're not there, get mobbed. Snapchat. Brr. That's the first word. All right, we can now select the first winner. Yeah, 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 for sure. The winner is Zark1609. Congrats, brother. You won a 150k select account from Tradeify. Make sure to type in the chat right now so we know you're here. And also, make sure to have your email in your YouTube description so we send you the account from there. Second word. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. Okay. This is not a word that is really related to the stream, though. But that's the amount of money that I made today trading FOMC. So I made 20k trading FOMC, but try to guess how I would frame that word, knowing how I speak usually. I'm waiting for it. Someone needs to type it. It's not 20k. It's 2 bands. Yeah, it's 20 bands. Exactly, Christine. Sheesh. Vanguard 2, Anonymous. Yeah, shout out to you guys. It's 20 bands. So, yeah, the word is 20 bands. Made 20 bands on that short on FOMC with 1 mini. That shit is crazy. That shit out for 200 points. All right, let's now select the winner because we have 2 more. And I don't want to rug. Congrats. Oh, G Remar or J Remar. J Remar. Congrats, brother. You won 150k select account. I see your name quite often in the chat, so congrats on that. Let me select the next word. What can I say for a word? Okay, we're gonna do this. Nah, actually, yeah. No, okay, yeah, I know my next word. I saw it. I saw my next word. Okay, the third word is statistically, but the last word, I know what it's gonna be. All right, shit. We can now select the winner. We gotta make it quick. Congrats, Joan's K. Congrats, brother. You won 150k select account. Make sure to have your email in your YouTube description and type it in chat right now so we know you're here. Let me know when the next word is ready. All right, the next word had to be K. Respect. Spec. It had to be. Yeah, I saw someone type it in the chat. I was like, yo, we definitely did say that word multiple times. All right, let's now select the winner. Congrats. P Long 9630. Congrats, brother. You won a 150K select account. Appreciate every single one of you guys for the love, for the support. We are going crazy during the Asia session, averaging anywhere from 800 to 1,000 viewers consistently. And we're currently 17-5 within the last 22 trades. So we are doing absolutely amazing. Hopefully we'll keep going on that streak. But tonight there is game night also. A lot of you guys are sleeping on game night, but I'm telling you, those game nights, they do hella giveaways, and just go hang out with my brothers, Dan, JP, who else does that? Nick, Drew. I don't know who else will be there tonight, but those are usually the people there. So appreciate you guys, and see you guys on game night. Peace.